I'm not honestly sure how to start this, but here's gonna be a few updates as to what I've been doing. I don't know if anyone really fucking cares, but hey, I may as well give you guys some info on what I'm currently doing, because my channel is currently just not uploading anything. Usually I pump out videos left, right, and center, and I don't edit them for the life of me. Not even this one. And so, what am I doing? Despite the fact that I said, oh, hey, I'm gonna try to be an actual VTuber now. I'm gonna try and stream every single day. Well, yeah, that went fucking well. And then, oh, hey, I'll pull out my old discrete mathematics notes and do like math tutorials about like linear algebra, which I used to currently study, and discrete mathematics, which I took in college, but I have since forgotten because I have there's like no implementation for it in my daily life, nor in any professional sense. And honestly, most math just kind of comes down to addition, multiplication, and that's kind of it, especially when it comes to computers. Like, most of the stuff that you learn in discrete mathematics is like the first few things, that like the lesson one, and like I guess when you go into sets, you don't really learn much anyway. Like, you're not gonna apply them much unless you go more into pure mathematics, in my opinion. Like, you're not gonna be using like Turing machines that often, in my personal opinion, when you're making a game, because, well, I don't know. Like, I guess you could consider like state changes Turing machines, but I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's just you do a thing with the code, and that's really about it. I mean, that's one way to think about it, but I mean, I don't know. Fuck, I already fucked this up, but who fucking cares? I'm not gonna edit this too much. Anyways, so I have three current things that have been going on with my life that has been preventing me from genuinely doing any streams or video making of any sort. That I want to try and be serious at, but at the same time, I have no fucking clue what the hell is going to make my personality more entertaining other than being a complete dickwad online. Which, I'm not exactly a positive person. I wish I was, but currently most of the people who relate to me or are interested in what I have to say are here to hear me complain about a lot of things about life. Those are the ones that get the most views, aside from Wedgie's videos. I don't know how the fuck those get so many fucking views. Not even my animation ones. Like, I can't appeal to horny because no one fucking cares about that. I can't appeal to like music because no one really cares about that either. But like, when it comes to weird stuff like femboy ASMR and Wedgie fanfic reading, they do surprising well. Stone Story RPG, we don't fucking talk about that. The fucking band's still in effect, by the way. If I see if I see one of them Stone Skitties on my fucking channel, and they say incredible, just so much stupid stuff, and act like a genuine, I'm not even sure how to describe it. They're just nuisances, in my opinion. But like, if they're already made themselves clear that they're like a Stone Story RPG fan, there's already like flag one. It's a red flag, not like a channel warning type deal, but like, it's basically insta ban the moment I feel like you're just gonna be a pain in my ass. So that's ban still in effect after all these years. Don't plan to ever drop that ever. But the three things that have been going on in my life so far are the fact that I've been working out a lot, to the point where I actually feel sick and weak. In fact, my like belly, abs, they hurt a hell of a ton, and my ass is so goddamn sore from like doing jumping squats. It just makes even resting on my side kind of uncomfortable. And I've been trying to also adjust my push-ups. I've been like trying to do 100 archer push-ups a day, but today's been a rest day. And I'm also trying to reach for pull-ups and try and like aim for that one day. Try and get like 100 pull-ups done in a single day. Uh, but because of that, I feel like physically and mentally exhausted to be basically, if I ever do make a video after, I did make some videos recently, but they were very, very few and far in between and kind of sucky, like my old videos. I guess that's not much. I guess that's just not much excuse, but like, I just don't feel like making a video, even if it's complete shit and low effort. No, none effort, actually. It's not even low effort, it's complete lack of effort. I'm just playing games and recording them. And I just don't feel like putting in even the slightest bit of effort after the fact that I'm basically collapsed on the floor and gasping like an idiot, and I don't drink enough water for the life of me to actually uh, enjoy, like, and actually not suffer as much as I do from all the working out that I do. The second one is my visual novel. I've been working on that for a long time now. I've actually kind of hit a roadblock because I have to write the intro part of the story, which delves into some of my traumas with like people here and there. And it's I guess I can show you a little bit of a preview, uh, or at least the music, at least the title screen. I'm pretty proud of it. It sounds so good. I love it. I'm kind of glad that the music on the title turned out so well, but I don't know how I'm gonna use the leitmotifs and like all the music stuff in like the other tracks that I'll make. Usually, whenever I make music, it's always just like I go with the flow. I just randomly place notes and whatever the hell sounds good, we go with it. I'm not trying to like be Mozart or anything. I just kind of go for it, and that's kind of why my depression pieces are so goddamn long. But yeah, now I'll pop up a preview of the my visual novel's intro screen, and it's music for about 30 seconds. I don't want to spoil the entire track necessarily, but I think it's good enough that I think you guys would enjoy it. By the way, the background here, I made it for my visual novel, so here we are. Enjoy the preview. I hope you guys like the intro music. There's like at least a few more minutes, just 1 minute more of it, probably roughly the amount that. But yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But I have no idea how to like. I don't even know what instruments I want to use for the rest of the pieces. Kind of like I kind of did like a piano for like a part of the lab theme, kind of like the home theme ish. Like there's like a little bit of a twingy thingamabob that just kind of feels off about it that I'm trying to intentionally go for, but music is definitely not my strongest suit. Unfortunately, I would love it if I became a bit better at music, but it's currently just something I do by feel, and I don't really have. Even though I took like there's like some free music theory videos online. I genuinely cannot grasp them for the life of me. Like high notes, low notes. You want to have like some of the stuff I kind of get. It's just like, oh hey, you want like frequencies, low frequency, high frequency, the little boo, and then there's a da 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 da. You gotta have like the low, highs, mediums to incorporate all the range of sounds to make it super pleasing to the ears. And you also want the instruments to complement each other, so you can't just go like and ba ba da ba ba and have those two like playing simultaneously because then they'll conflict and like interfere and make the entire music kind of ugly. And that's kind of what I did with my old music, but for what it's kind of worth, that's basically all I can get from music theory. Like the rest of this stuff is just kind of like, I mean, I only learn more from like how other people play with notes, like from like the Battle Network theme, like the like there's like a steady row of notes that always falls back to like a ground, and then it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, then up two, down, up two, down, all the way back down to the ground. And like that's just that when I saw the MIDI of that and like saw the shapes of it, it just kind of made sense to me. Just kind of like, oh well, I gotta try that. I don't know. And the third thing is that I'm currently working on a Dojin, and I have updated or given updates about it on my Twitter infrequently. But if you are following me on the one platform that isn't Craft, that isn't Twitter or whatnot, I do give frequent updates to my progress. You can see some of my hideous, not really hideous, but stupid looking. No, I mean it is hideous, but it's also stupid looking, so it's like funny, less than like a hideous bad sense. But you guys get to see the updates of like my progress of how far the Dojin's coming and my current thoughts and some of my stuff related to it, which is nice. And I'm not sure how many people are gonna read it. I'm not gonna lie, it is gonna be free, but it's not gonna be published on like any specific site necessarily. Um, or maybe maybe I might put it on Sad Panda. Who knows? Like, so that way someone else doesn't like take the credit, and like I can get like some of the points I can use to play like the freaking H-verse game. I don't know, but it's just kind of what I've been working on, and I'll show you a preview of the cover there right about now. And it'll be out soon-ish enough. I'm thinking about at least 14 pages, roughly. Slightly more, kind of, but I'm not too concerned about necessarily hitting that goal. I'm just glad that I got even a few pages done and I not have to worry about something too crazy about. I'm not getting paid for this, and I don't think I'm going to get paid for like a free digital viewing of it. Though if I do, I am planning to get like a printer at some point, since I do have a job and I can invest in like producing physical merchandise. I'm not sure how many people would be interested in buying like a physical like printout produced by me, literally. And you know what? I don't mind doing a little signature on the back of the cover or in the front of it for every printed copy, since I don't think many people are going to buy it anyway. But if I do end up getting a printer, and if I do like that, if I can like print my own physical copies, I don't know how many people would be interested in it, but that's the one thing that people would have to pay for, like a physical copy of the book, which that's my monetization plan anyway, for that kind of stuff. But otherwise, it's basically free once it's out. You just gotta go to a specific site to go see it, which, just a forum actually. And, or Sad Panda if I do end up uploading it on there, but whatever. And that's really about it. I also did buy some like VR tracker stuff because I've been learning how to dance recently. Because I've been watching a few like this one VTuber, or I guess regular YouTuber. I guess she count as a VTuber? I mean like she does use a 3D model and stuff, and I genuinely would consider a VTuber simply because she has a virtual avatar and does YouTube with it. Like that's just the most abstract general definition of it. Yotori. I did like watch how she dances and some of her yaps about dancing, and I've kind of gotten the hang of it. And I've learned how to do the SpongeBob Shuffle, which I would love to show you guys in VR. I don't know how fast I would track it, but I don't know how to work VR chat in the slightest. So it's kind of incredibly awkward for me to like even record it, because like I don't know how to set up almost any of this stuff, and I'm completely lost on all of it. So like dance videos here and there with like a virtual avatar, which I'm gonna also have to mess with Blender and then rig up my own like woofy 3D model just to be able to like do that stuff. I could use a default model, and that's like my first plan, of course, but I basically need to make my own model unless I really am lazy. And I would like to use my 3D stuff eventually, and I think I might have to get like an Oculus Rift and like a proper 3D setup eventually at some point. But that's kind of what I've been planning as well regarding YouTube as well. I'd like to do a little bit of dance videos, try out that. I've done music, I've done animations, gameplay videos are kind of just the one thing that can put out no effort whatsoever. And these videos, these like me just talking videos, they're kind of, I mean, they are kind of low effort. I don't really try much on it. I just kind of talk, ramble, yap, whatever. But Look forward to some dance videos, I suppose. I want to make my own choreography for a game song that, just kind of because I've been invested in the fandom, though. I'm not gonna try to make any more videos about that game. For my own reasons, necessarily. I have my reasons for not wanting to go back. Mostly personal, but then I found out there's like a freaking scandal. Not really scandal. I'm not sure what the word for it is. It's not necessarily drama. I guess it is because, well, it does actually involve some nasty stuff. Probably like like there's some immoral shit going on, possibly. Just in the past, of course. I don't have any evidence for it, but I mean, I've heard it from someone else, and given my own fucking luck, I don't really, I don't really feel like going back at all. Not even to like to get just to talk back with them or even connect back with them. Eventually, I just want to fade away from like even talking with them, being friends with them still, but I'm still just letting time kind of fade by, and so I just fade by, suddenly disappear. No one knows who I am anymore, and then once I just unfriend them out of the blue, they won't even notice. And aside from the VR stuff, what else? I actually had something else I wanted to mention. Oh right, Terraria. I still have the Discord server that I'm planning to use for some for a either another modded Terraria playthrough. I have like 46 entire mods just installed, and I'm looking forward to doing that at some point. Just like either like I don't think 1.5 is coming out, the regular Terraria. I probably should have just barked and started trying to hold it in while I'm talking, but um, I've been waiting to do like a masochistic playthrough of Terraria. I'm not gonna do like medium core or hardcore quite yet, but I would absolutely love, once either 1.5 comes out or once I'm done with my VN project, or considering it's still on hold, I'm still kind of on this roadblock trying to write how I'm gonna go about it. And I guess it's just self-confidence. I need to work on it again. My own self-confidence. So just worrying about like how to do it and write it, and like, oh my goodness, I don't think people are gonna understand about like the feeling of being betrayed by your friend and being a fucking loser, or hey, they're gonna think that I'm like some twat because I don't, because I lost friends, and between having bad friends and you being the bad friend, which one is it? Of course, it must be the fact that you are the bad person at every single case, rather than like it being like even a 50-50. I'd be even lucky to even get a 50-50. And even then, when people think it might be 50-50, they still think I'm at the other side of the coin flip anyway. So, I'm still working on the visual novel regarding that, but once I'm done with this Dojin, I'm also probably gonna have to work on an art com, and then after that, I guess that's really about it. I just gotta compose a lot of music, write, and I'm also busy with like literal manual work. You'll see me doing retail and all that kind of stuff. It's not too crazy, luckily enough. It's peaceful, so long as it pays the rent, I'll take what I can get. And yeah. I could probably get more. I could probably like I'm actually getting my fucking hours lowered because like my job wants me to like work night shifts, but I already know that the psycho woman manager, the crazy fucking woman manager, like already from the rumors, and I already believe it because we have to do bag checks on employees who've bought stuff here, right? And like the first day when I had to get my bag checked, she just kind of didn't. She just said to wait for me, to wait for her, and like I had to stand around for like 10 whole minutes, probably longer actually. And then she got around to me. She has no consideration for anybody else's time. She made another employee stay way past midnight because she didn't want to leave alone. And honestly, if I get a closing shift with her, there is just no, I'm not going to at all. Like, there's just no reason to. And if I'm put in there, if I'm punished, I am more than willing to just straight up zero notice them. That's not, I don't really care about giving zero notices to fucking employers anymore. Fuck them. Speaking of which, I do have a video specifically made about some of my more frustrations, and I think that might do well for most people, but I don't know, it kind of just sounds depressing and kind of really, really weird. I guess I'll upload it after I upload this one, simply just to see how well it does. If you guys are interested in it, do give a like and, like and comment on that video. Also, I'm gonna say this one, if you guys liked that video and this one. And that's really about it. Once I get done with some of the projects, I'll definitely be free to have a little bit of fun, and I want to play with people, especially since like my hours got lowered. And I'm not going to take more hours just to suffer at this place. No, sorry. Like, there are good workers. I do like working with the good workers, but when it comes to working with people who just don't do anything and make my life a living hell, even though I'm not that experienced, even though I'm new here, they really do like to do this to their new employees and all that stuff. Just no, that's not. I've already been through that. No, nah. Nah. You cannot pay me enough to deal with the mental frustration and torment, the spiritual frustration and torment, and also the physical one as well, to deal with bad people all my fucking day. Oh yeah, I also met a Karen at my fucking workplace. But anyways, enough about the ranting. That's basically all my updates. Those are the 3 things I'm currently working on. The Discord server with like the Terraria, Get Fixed Boy, the Everything Seed, Legendary Mode, with like a few other people, because I'm not willing to suffer alone. I don't know if some of you guys are willing to join me for that, but I would absolutely love to have more people who suffer with me, though that might make the boss fights a bit more harder, but might just be a modded Terraria playthrough not tomorrow, but like next time, that might pop up as like streams. Then after that, then that's kind of it. Yeah, me just exercising to the point where I'm literally feeling physically sick. Visual novel kind of at a standstill because I have confidence issues and anxiety stuff. More or less I've cured my depression, but like I still got that anxiety in me. And finally, the Dojin, which will be free once it's out, but for viewing anyway. But for a physical copy and stuff, maybe one day once I invest in a printer. I'm not sure how I'm even gonna get a return on like a giant and like a printer for that kind of stuff and making my own books. I mean, I wouldn't mind printing a few books here and there and like for people and like shipping them out and working with people as like a local thing, but. And then the Terraria thing, and my hours, and some other art stuff. Yep, I think that's pretty much everything. Yep. Have a good day, everybody. Hope you guys are spending your time a bit more better than I am. Then again, I already know that most people don't, like, try to make anything, whether it's art or writing or music anyway. And they kind of just spend all their days playing games and watching shows, not even exercising, and they eat a lot of junk food, stuff that's like all high in like high fructose corn syrup. I also changed up my diet as well. God, I went back to like eating some junk food before, and like immediately after, I felt the strongest of brain fogs. Like Jesus. I feel so lucid after changing my diet that like as soon as I went, like it was so slow. Like I don't feel like I've changed much, but then I go back on junk food for a little bit and it's just like, oh, I remember. Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with this is familiar. Yep, this is horrible. I lived in this? I lived like this? In this like strange fog where like I can't even think? Nah, I think I'm dropping junk food forever now, thanks. But, yeah, and I guess that's one reason why we regress as human beings, because we need to be reminded that, some of the stuff that we changed for and from, the reasons and the results that we get from changing are much more valuable than we think, even if we don't notice. We have to go back to how horrible it was before we genuinely notice the change within ourselves. But yeah, have a good day, everybody, and subscribe if you want to see more of this dumb junk from me. But that'll be it. Not many videos for now, but some of them come. Some of them will come. Or would you guys like to see Natural Nichols panties? My figure. I don't know. Is that what you guys want to see? I personally like to see it every single day. Not that I really take the time to look at it.